so a lovely side to it as well, because like I get to do like with Shadow and Bone, obviously the fandom is so like robust. I want to just say they're just so brilliant, that kind of way. Like they're so supportive and even I've seen things online now, they're like petitioning, like they're still trying to get the show back, and like the love that they have for the show and the characters and the books. Like I don't think it's necessarily about us in any way, shape, or form. I think it's the characters and the story that they're campaigning for, and it like that is so amazing. And so you get to do the conventions and stuff. You get to meet all these people, and there's some of them now that I'll recognize and I'll know by name and I'll remember them like year to year, and I'll see them at multiple conventions. And there's a really beautiful side to all of that, which is it's just really lovely. Like we get to, because obviously since the show's been cancelled and things like, we get to relive it now together
Yeah.
through the conventions. And I think this like lovely thing of bringing people together is really a special and beautiful thing as well. So there's so much good, and then there's just kind of there can be a dark side to the whole, but we're not as bad as the tabloid culture, that was in the
Thank
90s or
God.
whatever that I grew
Yeah.
up with. Yeah.
I love that connection you said like you had with the fans though, because I think it goes back to what you said earlier of, if you can make one person feel the way you did coming out of the cinema when you were
Yeah,
younger,
for
then you've done
sure.
your job. And with Shadow and Bone, it's really clear it's not just touched one person, it's touched hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people.
Yeah, I hope so. I think those characters are really special, I think there's a lot of, and I think there's a character for everyone in that show, and sometimes too for some one person. But I think that because the way that they're written, they're so diverse, all of them are so different, and they're a band of misfits. And I don't know one person on the planet who hasn't at one time in their life been like, "Oh, I'm the misfit. I don't fit in here." Like what? So I think yeah, I think it's really nice. It's just like a big, yeah, conglomerate of misfits. And then there's a